The last football game that I want to talk about was the Kansas City Chiefs against the Raiders. The Kansas City Chiefs come into the game 8-1. They're second in the AFC. The Raiders come in at 6-3. They're fifth in the AFC. The Raiders did beat the Kansas City Chiefs on week 5. And they took a victory lap. That was one of the big news this week. The Raiders took a victory lap alongside Arrowhead after their week 5 victory of the Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs 40-32. And then Andy Reid was actually super upset. He talked to the media. He said that that's not something you do. He looked pretty mad even just talking about it. And that was week 5. We're on week 11 now. So talking about it 5-6 weeks afterwards and still like looking infuriated. I know Andy Reid is mad. I know he wants to get this victory. I know the whole Chiefs team wants to get the victory. And for that reason, I kind of have this game being a blowout. My prediction is the Chiefs 44, Raiders 23. The Chiefs are going to come out mad. The Raiders, they were feeling themselves. I don't blame them. They haven't had a lot of good things go for them in the last couple of years. And this is one of their best seasons, 6-3. They beat the reigning champs. I get it. You're feeling yourself. And you take a victory lap around Arrowhead. What can you do? But if you do that, you got to be ready for the consequences. There was another game. There was another matchup coming up. So now the Chiefs are going to Las Vegas. Now they're going to your brand new stadium. Wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs do a victory lap around Las Vegas if they beat the Raiders, like I do predict them. So Andy Reid is one of the best coaches after a bye week. His record after a bye week is 24-5, and he was pretty upset. Like if you guys haven't seen the video, I suggest you guys look at the video. Andy Reid talking about them doing the victory lap. He was red. He looked infuriated. So big red. I think he's gonna have the Chiefs ready. I think Patrick Mahomes is gonna be on a mission. I think the whole Kansas City offense is gonna be on a mission. Their defense is gonna be motivated because the Las Vegas Raiders put up a lot of points on them. It was one of their worst games as a defense. But yeah, I think the Chiefs, I know Andy Reid has some plays that he's saving for the playoffs. He's in my opinion, he's the best offensive mind in the league. All these other offensive coaches have taken up under him, like McVay and Shanahan. Those are great offensive minds too. But in my opinion, Andy Reid is still the best offensive mind in the NFL. And I know he has some plays saved up for key situations like in the playoffs or stuff like that. I do believe he's going to bring out one of those plays for one or two of those plays are going to come out this weekend. He's really going to try to one up the Raiders. So don't be surprised if Andy Reid and the Chiefs do some crazy trick play or just like a wow play that you're like, okay, like that's impressive. Like I didn't see that coming. And like I said, 24-5 after a bye week. The Chiefs are one game back of the AFC lead. The Steelers are still undefeated. So I know the Chiefs want to get that bye. They want to get that first place in the AFC. They want to rest in the first week of the playoffs. If you don't have to play, even better. So if the Chiefs lose to the Raiders will sweep the series. They'll be one game behind the Chiefs. And technically it'll be half a game because if they end up with the same record after the Raiders sweep them in the series for this year, then the Raiders will take the first place. So I know the Chiefs don't want that to happen. I doubt that's going to happen. I don't have the Chiefs getting swept by the Raiders. I don't have Big Red losing to Chucky. And when the Raiders beat the Chiefs back in week 5, Derek Carr had a monster game. He threw the ball down the field like he's never thrown it before. I don't think that's going to happen again. He had multiple long touchdowns to Henry Ruggs and Agler. I don't think that's going to happen again. I don't believe in Derek Carr. I really don't. That was a good game. I gave him props for it. Good game by Derek Carr. He showed up versus Kansas City, but I don't believe it's going to happen again. I think the Chiefs are going to be motivated. They're going to be rested, and they're going to be focused. And they're going to be mad. They're going to be mad for that victory lap that the Raiders took at Arrowhead. And Chiefs 44, Raiders 23 is my prediction. I really don't give the Raiders too much of a chance. If they do have a chance to win, I don't think it's going to be a shootout. They're going to have to control the clock. Jacobs has been playing great this last couple weeks, so they're going to have to run Jacobs, try to control the time of possession, try to keep Mahomes on the sideline, and try to maybe get a few plays down the field on play action, try to get Ruggs on a streak or something. But I just don't see it. I don't know. I don't see them scoring multiple 40+ yards touchdown. I don't have Derek Carr outdueling Mahomes again, doing it 2 times in 1 year. That would be impressive. If Derek Carr does that, oh my God, I would give him so many props. If Derek Carr outduels Mahomes again and leads the Raiders to a victory, that would be impressive. But I don't see that happening at all. Blowout, Chiefs 44, Raiders 23. If it's even bigger than this is what, 21-point victory. I'm giving the Chiefs. I would not be surprised if they win by more than 21.